bad news for those people starting their morning. You can see the water being pumped out of this hose right now. This thing's been going for an hour straight. Well, that child has been taken to Children's Hospital. Deanna Claire, you know how unusual it is to see a scene like this at a police department, but we are not dealing with a usual story today. Take a look behind me. Claire, that's right. You know, these days, Facebook serves as soundboard and soapbox. In the minutes, hours, and days following this decision, the families involved in these two districts have taken to the social network to express their concerns and also their opinions about this plan. The woman in the overalls holding the hula hoop is Dawn Gearing. She trains rescue dogs to perform in shows, commercials, movies, and just about anything where someone might want a dog to do this. In November, the Gatlinburg, Tennessee resident decided it was time to create a new website for her business. She paid St. Louis's UltimatePetWebsites.com $1,000 to do the job. We interviewed her via Skype.
They required all the payment up front, which I was a little nervous about, but I thought, well, you know, there's a lot of good people on this site that have had websites done with them, so I didn't think I had anything to worry about. Famous last words.
She says they told her the site would be done in 4 to 6 weeks, 8 weeks tops. After several months of back and forth, Dawn told the company,
at this point, I'm not happy with your customer service. I'm not happy with the amount of time that it takes to get things done.
So Dawn contacted me for help. I stopped by UltimatePetWebsite.com's offices on Hampton Avenue. I spoke with owner William Rellinge. He declined my request for an interview, but we did hear from his attorney, Peter Van Lunen. He wrote that my clients have agreed to refund her money against my advice so long as you cease and desist. In case that wasn't clear, they were only going to offer a refund if we didn't do our report. Well, that is not how we operate. More so, UltimatePetWebsites.com has a track record of trouble. The Better Business Bureau reports more than a dozen complaints.
The company currently has a no rating with the Better Business Bureau because of the issues that we're seeing with this company.
Rillinge's attorney says his client's company did nothing wrong, citing the terms and conditions Dawn agreed to when she signed up. Included in that document is this clause. It says if a customer posts disputes with the Better Business Bureau, Angie's List, or Yelp, it will result in immediate breach of contract and a $250 fine. How big of a red flag is the language in that agreement?
It should be a big red flag for consumers, and the reason it should be a red flag is that they're curtailing your ability to handle problems if you have a problem.
And Dawn has a problem.
I just want to be done with this.
The company denies ever giving Dawn a time frame for completion, and they say she was uncooperative, failing to give them the material they needed to complete the project. Either way, Dawn is finished, and the company has now sent her a refund. But there's been a development we did not expect. UltimatePetWebsites.com is shutting down. All sales personnel were released, and designers will be as soon as current projects are completed. I'm Mike Colombo, News 4.
It was just little pockets, you know, where the hail hit.
Those little pockets of hail damage created a big rehab project for Ron Schneider, a project with a hefty price tag. New roofs for his Wentzville rental homes cost him $11,000.
Well, actually, my mother-in-law, she paid the contractor in full last July 31st, gave him a check.
Wait, stop the tape. Did you hear that? He's talking about last July 31st. That's almost a full year ago. Now, let's get back to the story. It took several months, but the roofer did finally deliver some shingles. We take a look here, we can see the shingles on the roof, and they've been there for quite some time.
Yeah, about 5 months.
Okay, stop the tape again. How long did he say those shingles have been sitting there?
5 months. It's been about 5 months they were delivered.
5 months? Is there anything this roofer does quickly? Well, apparently he's quick to cash a check. So he's got the money now and...
Yeah, he cashed a check that day. They said we checked and check was cashed that day that was written.
And this isn't just for one house. We're talking 3.
Same situation. Just hasn't started on it yet.
Yeah. So who is this runaway roofer? Well, his name is Jeremy Sinks, and Jeremy has a rough reputation. He did jail time for assaulting a police officer and resisting arrest for a felony. He's currently on probation. We went by a known address of his to ask him what the holdup's been. He wasn't home, so I tried calling him.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Worse for Ron Schneider, the city may not let him rent out the homes without the new roofs.
Just want the job done,
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, it's frustrating at this point. You've just
Right.
been watching and waiting and nothing.
Correct.
We still haven't heard from Jeremy Sinks, but we've reached out to his parole officer for some answers. We'll keep you posted. I'm Mike Colombo, News 4.